Welcome to episode 16 of Oakhill with me, Farm Sim Snowy. Good morning everyone. So it's been a couple of days now since Jack's funeral. The couple from Cornwall are going to buy his farm, so that's brilliant news. Obviously I've got to clear it out, and today is the day for that. I've had a couple of people helping me out. So Gary's brother, who owns the garage sort of opposite his pub almost, he's offered to lend us a truck. And then there's another farmer who lives sort of just over that direction, who's got a cow farm as well. He's just sold all of his cows off at the minute, but he said we can use his transport trailer. So that is going to be the first job of the day. We need to go and collect those items. So we need to head up to Gary's brother, Tim his name is, up to his garage, and then we need to grab the trailer and then head on down to Jack's farm. So I feel a little bit better, but not a lot. Still hard to take, which is obviously understandable when you lose someone sort of close to you, friends, etc. And we could have sort of, well, I was going to say carried on at Jack's farm, but obviously we couldn't because it's his farm and he wanted to do these wishes. This was his wishes, sorry. I'm getting tongue tied now. But yeah, I think if we'd have done any more sort of down there, I mean I haven't been down there for a while, for a couple of days now, a few days. Every time I go down there it sort of just reminds me of him. So I guess it wouldn't be a bad thing to sort of sell everything off and not, you know, we're not erasing the memory, would never do that. You know, I'll never forget Jack. He was a very, very nice chap, friendly chap. So here we are, sorry, we want to turn into here. Now he said it was round the back. I better go in and see him first. Ah, that must be it there. That's quite cool, isn't it? Ivico. Right, I'll just go and quickly see him. Make sure everything's fine. Yep, all good to go. It's got plenty of fuel in there, which is brilliant. So yeah, this is going to be our little truck for a few hours. Hopefully it won't take too long, but it's a bit of a classic. I do like some of the older machinery and older equipment, but we need to be careful because it is not ours. So we're probably going to head down this way and stay off the tracks if we can, because it's going to be even worse if we get that trailer on the back trying to navigate our way through. Some of these lanes are quite tight, so I think if we go to the end here, past the garden centre. Ooh. That's exactly what I was talking about. And then swing a left. This is quite nippy, this thing. And then the farmer lives just make sure we're clear and good to go. just to our left here. Very nice and kind of him to lend us this, because I've not really spoken to this chap before, but he's obviously got word. That must be the trailer there. Again, I'm going to go and double check. I'll see if he's in first, and I'll be back in a second. Yeah, all good to go again. This is brilliant. So far, everything's going to plan. Now, I've told him we've got 22 cows. They'll easily fit in there, he said. So that's brilliant. So we'll go into this view for this bit. Now, we're probably going to have to take the long way round. So if I show you, I don't really want to be cutting through these lanes like I said down by our farm, so I'm probably going to go this way round, I think. But I will make my way down to Jack's farm and I will see you down there. Right, so we're just heading up to Jack's. Hopefully this truck has got enough oomph in it. It's probably going to be even heavier when there's 22 cows in there. And what I'm worried about is this yard is quite tight. And as you've witnessed already, I'm no expert of driving trucks. But I have got a license for it, so don't panic. It's not all completely a disaster written in the stars, so to speak. So somewhere here, hopefully we can. Is that going to lower the rear door? I thought we could lower the rear door. Obviously not. So here we go, the start of the sale. That is the cows all in, as you can see. All 22. Now we need to head back up to the animal dealer. So I'm probably going to reverse back out this way, seeing as we've got no cows now to run over in the field. And I'll head on up to the animal dealer, and I'll probably bring you back in to see how much we get for Jack's cows. And I'm going to be writing down everything that we make, because like I said before, I'm going to try and get as much money as we can. So we're going to sell off the manure, the slurry, everything, the bales that are left in the farm. So I'll probably be cutting through to most of it. I won't do all of it in this episode. And if we can, I would like to try and harvest our sunflowers this episode, because I've neglected them long enough. But obviously I've had a lot to deal with in the last week or so. So I'll see you up at the animal dealer. Right, so I decided to come through this way, because going through the shop's a little bit tight and tricky. I should... oh no, we don't even fit under there, do we? Perhaps I should have gone into this one. It looks a bit lower, that. There we go. I was going to say, surely they've made it so you can fit in there with a trailer. Right. Let's sell off Jack's cows. Sad times, but It's what he wanted. We've saved on the delivery fee because obviously we've transported them ourselves. So 44,000. Just making a note of that because I'm going to write everything down and then do a grand total. That is pretty good. So that's 44,000 already going to his charity. So he's going to be pleased with that. Right, I'm going to return all of this equipment to the rightful owners and thank them very much for their help. And I will probably see you back down Jack's farm for some more gathering and collecting and selling. So I'll see you shortly, guys. So here we are, and as you can see I've come down in force. So I've leased this tanker here for the slurry and milk. Obviously have to be two separate trips, we can't take them both together. And we're going to collect the manure and use our trailer there. I'm a little bit concerned about the bells because I think Jack's trailer is going to be too small for all these bells. I was wondering if we could come back and maybe put all the bells, just tip them all into our trailer and maybe sell them like that. I'm not sure whether we'll be able to do that, but it might be worth a go. So we're going to go shoveling up the manure, which is probably the nicer term to put. I'll turn the lights on because it gets a little bit dark under here. And as you can see, we've got our front loader and bucket. Our bucket's slightly bigger than Jack's, so we should be able to scoop up a bit more and a bit quicker. But we'll get this done as quick as we can. So this is the last load of manure. It looks like there's some left over there, but I can't get that. I think it's the game's actually glitched out a little bit. So this is it. I've no idea how much in total we've got. It looks quite a fair amount. As soon as we hook up to the trailer, it will tell us. What I'm wondering as well, talking of hooking up to trailers, whoa there, that's right, it's only our bucket. I've just got 13,222 litres of manure. I was wondering, because that tanker over there has got a pin hitch on the back, I was wondering if we could daisy chain, road train those two together, which would be very, very cool indeed if we could. What I'm going to do is open up the slurry pit. Ugh. Disgusting. To think someone's going to pay us money for that. Right, so we need to turn round because this is going to be awful. Reversing. Can I swing round here? Should be able to. Easily. What I need to do is get close enough without going down the hole. There we go, so we've got 27,000 litres. And I've just realised that this tanker is only a 25,000 litre capacity. So that's going to be another trip as well, isn't it? Oh, we've got great demand at Bell's Manure. Is that going to help us with selling our bales? Pretty good for hay bales. We've got some of them over in the shed. I was going to take all the bales to the BGA along with the manure and the slurry. Yeah, I think I still will, because we are going to get more money for Jack at the BGA. Right, now let's see if we can hook up to this trailer. If it will, that would be fantastic. What I'm going to do is swing round, because I am absolutely awful at reversing these swivel axle trailers like this one is. So I need to get as close as I can. Right, we're hooked up, which is good. We jump back in our tractor. We don't need the front loader for this. The weight won't matter, we'll keep that on, that's fine. So we need to head on up to the BGA. Right, here we are at the BGA. As you can see, I have got the front loader and the bucket back on the tractor, because I had a little bit of an accident. The trigger come up on the screen like it is now, and I moved slightly more forward and started tipping, and I obviously come out of the trigger. It's a bit fiddly, and it just tipped on the floor, so I had to go and get the bucket to pick it all up again. But that is the manure sold, and obviously because we're selling at the BGA, we will not get a price for our goods until midnight, which is fine, because we want to try and get as much as we can. Now I'm assuming the trigger for the slurry is going to be a little bit fiddly as well, possibly. There we go, sell that. Obviously there's a tiny little bit left in the slurry pit, which I will sort out, and then we need to get the bales over here. I'll probably go and do the slurry now, and then I'll bring you back in when we've got all the bales sort of loaded up. I'm not sure whether it will work tipping the bales out, because some of these sale points for the BGAs you can get away with tipping on the floor, but some you have to sort of back up. But we'll have a look. But I will head over and I'll leave that trailer there. I will get the other slurry and I'll bring you back in a second. Right, it won't let me put the bales in our trailer, so I'm going to sell the milk. And the best place for the milk is this market, which is flashing there. As you can see, price is still going up, but we will sell now. And I will take this trailer back to the shop, and I think we'll have to lease a bigger bale trailer to fit all the bales on, and then hopefully we can probably sell them all at once, because I think the best place for the straw bales is Bales Manure, which is the one right next to the BGA, so we should be able to sell everything up there. But I will get this milk sold. I will go up to that market and I'll show you how much we get. Right, so as you just saw, we sold the milk for just over £20,000. I've just sold the silage and hay bales down at the BJ because that was the best price for us. But the best price for the straw bales is now up here at Animal Market. As you can see, they're still going up, £83. So if we pull in like this, there we go. That was 2,340 for those. I accidentally sold a couple of bales because I couldn't remember how to use this trailer. I was messing around before I started recording and I accidentally sold a couple. But if we go across here and go down to sold bales at the bottom right hand corner, 3,675 for the straw bales, which is pretty good. And obviously the BGA, the slurry manure, etc., we're going to have to wait until midnight for that, but I will show you how much we make there. I'm going to return this trailer, obviously just here at the shop, and I am now going to get all of Jack's equipment up here at the store and we'll sell it. So I think that's all that's left down there to do, and the sale is all done and dusted. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have the funds in the bank account and then we'll be able to do a bank transfer or write a check out for Jack's charity. So I will see you shortly, guys. Right, so everything is up here ready to be sold. I will get this sold. I might do it in a time lapse, but we will soon be able to see in this menu sold vehicles, second from top, at the end how much we get in total. So I will crack on and get this all sold. Right, last bit of equipment left of Jack's, the Hurleyman. It's a bit dirty, I probably could have washed it, but they'll take it like that. This trigger is so finicky, that's why I had to keep going backwards and forwards. We'll repair that, we'll sell it. All gone, all sold, done and dusted. In the end we made for Jack on his vehicles and equipment £122,067. Wow. So I was just writing that down because I'm going to keep a note of it all. So we get a running total. Right, so that's it for Jack's equipment. Just the sale of the land to go through. So while we are here, we're going to get a harvester and we're going to do our sunflower fields. I probably will go for this fella again, so we'll just lease that. Remember, this is not coming out of Jack's money. I will keep a total and I will get rid of his money to the charity. So we need a header for that. Now we could go for a corn header, which probably would be best because they fold up. So let's not beat around the bush, let's go for that. And we're going to go for the largest one that we could probably get. So I think we will go for the Quasar, which is pretty expensive, but it's a 12 meter width, so we should get that done in pretty no time at all. Our tractor's still up here looking rather grubby, and it's kind of in the way a little bit. Come on. I had a feeling that wasn't going to hook up then, but we're off. So we'll head on down to our first sunflower field, which is the top one just as we come into our farm from this end. Hopefully there's no cars coming. We should get a quite decent amount off of these 3 fields, which is going to be very, very good. So what I will probably do, let's unfold that, blocking the road, but that should be fine. Look at the size of this thing. And we need to unfold the harvester. Turn that on. Lower it down. Hopefully this is going to work. It's struggling. Why is that struggling? Maybe it's too big for that harvester. It doesn't want to move at all. Which is very annoying. Right, bear with me a sec. Right, so we've got the bigger Massey, which is the one that we actually owned at the start of the series, and we are off. So as you can see, it's quite wide, so we should get this done in no time at all. I will probably get all 3 fields done, and I will bring you back in and I'll show you how much we actually got. We're probably going to tip them all into our silo. I'm not really going to do any more selling today. So the prices are pretty rubbish at the minute as well for sunflowers, so we will definitely keep hold of those. But I will get these done as quick as I can. It's obviously going to be a few trips backwards and forwards, I should imagine, with the tractor and the trailer as well, unloading this bad boy. So I will see you shortly, guys. Last bit of the sunflowers. As you can see, it's getting quite late. What a beautiful sunset in the background. So that is all our 3 fields of sunflowers done. Let's fold that header up and we can get to the trailer a little bit easier. I've done 1 full trailer load into our silo already, and this shouldn't be far off of another full trailer as well, I would have thought. We'll just turn that off. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's not going to be quite a full trailer, but probably looking around 50,000 litres of sunflowers, because this trailer is 30,000 litre capacity, so pretty good. What I think we'll do is we'll tip this into our silo, we'll return the harvester and header, and then we will get some rest. We'll see how much we get for the BGA payment at midnight, and then hopefully in the morning the funds would have been transferred over from the sale of Jack's farm, and then next episode we can sort out paying his charity all the money we got for all his equipment and land, etc. So we're still going here. There we go, we've just stopped. So if my calculations are right, that should be 52,020 litres of sunflowers. That is not to be sniffed at. It's just a shame the prices are awful at the minute. They may have changed because obviously it's a lot later in the day. We will have a quick look. Well, they're going up at the garden centre, which is good news for us. So we will keep our eye on them, and also the soybeans are going up at the same place. Canola is not too bad as well there, so it could be a trip to the garden centre next episode. Right, let's park this up. We'll back it into our very dark warehouse. Something like that, just for the night. We will close our silo up. And we will get some rest, but like I say, we will see what we make from the BGA at midnight. Good morning guys. As you saw from the BGA, we got 30,000, nice round figure. The sale of Jack's farm has gone through, so we got the money for that, and I've added everything up. The cows, the milk, BGA, everything, and it totals to £627,510, all going to Jack's charity, which if you look top right, that doesn't leave us with a lot, so we're definitely going to have to be selling some crops next episode, and I will get that money transferred over to Jack's charity, so we will not have it next episode, but I think we will leave it there. So I hope you have all enjoyed the episode. If you have, please give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.